Can y'all hear us? Hello.
I can hear you, Viva Mazda. Hello, hello, hello. All right, now listen, if you're on this call, cameras are welcome. We want to see you. They're not mandatory, but we'd love to see you. There is also a way to update your name and location. If you hit the 3 dots in your upper right-hand corner of your profile screen, we'd love to see what state you're calling us from. We've got about 5 minutes left until start time. Ed Pace is in the house. What's up, Ed? We see you.
Hi, good morning, Susan. This is Ceci and Omar from Viva Ford.
Ceci, how are you? Hi, Omar. Happy to have you guys with us.
Thank you.
I'd love to see you. If you want to open up your camera, we'd love to see your faces. You know, it's funny. I feel like a teacher.
Are you sure about that?
Manny!
How are you, Susan? Nice to see
I'm
you.
doing great. It's great to see you.
Great to see you.
Happy to have you guys join us. So excited for this.
Great.
It's been a while. We need to get back down into Puerto Rico.
Oh, yes.
All right. Ed Pace is in the house. We see you, Ed. What's up, Ed? We've got Carlos and James, David. We've got our fearless leader, Shelly Ram-Saban, on the line. We've got about 3 minutes left, folks. If you can hear me, we'd love to know what state you're calling in from. We've got folks from all over the country here. And so if you can update your name up on the right-hand corner of your little profile screen, there should be a blue button with 3 little dots on it, and you can add your name and location there. Again, we'd love to see where you're tuning in from. Hey, Viva Mazda. What's up, guys? How are ya? Best in Texas. Oh, we got a little competition here. All right, everyone's got their masks ready. That is awesome. Good, good, good. I'm quarantining, so I don't need a mask. But I will say I do feel like a distance learning teacher right now with all the cameras off. All right, we're gonna give you guys a couple minutes here. Make sure you can also access your chat box. We're going to be communicating and sending you guys some messages through chat. So make sure to have that open and available. Hello, Abraham.
Hello. I'm here.
Hi, guys.
I'm just multitasking.
We get it. We get it. I'm sure a lot of you guys are multitasking here, but we'd love to see you if we could. If you can update your name and add your location on your profile picture. Hey, how you doing?
Good, busy. Desking
Awesome.
deal.
I'm sure you are. We're going to make this worth your while, though. I promise. All right, we're going to give this a couple more minutes, and then we're going to roll right into our meeting. We might have some latecomers.
Enrique Murillo. I got phone number. You did? Yeah. You got 281.
All right, we got GA in the house.
Push me a picture so I can load it up.
I did. Thanks, buddy. Yep.
You have one new message.
Hello, Carl. This is Curtis. That lady's name is Sharon.
All right.
Go there.
All right, guys, we're going to get started here in just a few moments. I see some people logging on. I'm going to have to mute you guys here shortly. But if you're just joining us, again, we'd love to see where you're joining us from. If you can hit that blue button in the top right-hand corner and update your name with your location, that would be fabulous. If you can join us with video, that would be awesome. And it's not mandatory, but we'd love to see you. All right, cool. Now I'm going to mute all of you for now. A couple of housekeeping rules. We will be using the chat box on the side of this screen to communicate with you. We're going to be sending you a script in just a moment. If you have time, please click on that script, download, and print if possible. We're going to be doing some drills, some fire phone a little bit later, and you'll need that script to follow along. So if you can, make sure to print that. Now, if you have any questions, there's a couple of things that you can do. You can either raise your hand. There's a button at the bottom. You've got some functions to do that, or you can chat with us. We might not get to your question in time, but we'll definitely stay for a few minutes afterwards if you guys want to chat with Mike and I. Okay. All right, let's get this thing started. Welcome everyone to our very first session of our Firestarter series exclusively for managers. We put this event together in lieu of our in-person management class. We've gotten a lot of hand raisers, a lot of people requesting. I think you guys just want to get out. You want to get out and travel. Unfortunately, we are restricted right now because of COVID. So this Firestarters series is going to be critical for you guys if you've just gotten started, if you need a little push, if you really just need to get the raw, unfiltered information and details to get your team started. We're going to do that here. So the theme for today, what we will deliver to you guys today are three critical things you need to be doing right now in order to effectively lead your sales teams. You guys all know me. I am Susan Gaitan, Director of Training and Engagement. But I want to begin this meeting by introducing someone special. We're so excited to have a new team member, Mike Renault, who's on this call now. He is our new general manager for the team. And let me tell you, he comes straight from the car business, has had plenty of roles in the showroom, has sat in the desk manager seat, so he knows about multitasking, okay? He lots of experience on the East Upper New York area, Long Island area, leading dealer groups, leading BDC teams. Welcome, Mike Renault. I'm gonna go ahead and hand the baton over to you so you can kick us off.
Awesome. Thank you, Susan. And thank everyone for being here. I know how busy your day is, and we're going to keep this to a half hour. We're going to keep it meaningful, and we're going to keep it, we're just going to give you two things to walk away with today, and it's a successful day. Listen, as Susan said, I'm from the New York auto market. I've sat in your seat. I've been your boss. I've been the support team working behind you. I get it. I get the challenges you have every day, and the great things that happen and the terrible things that happen. I get it, and I get where training falls into that importance. So it is an honor for me to pick up Alan's legacy, to be a part of that, and to, it's a big shoes to fill, and I can't wait. So let's get started. Let's have some training, and let's make this a great half hour.
Awesome. Well, thank you. So first of all, again, this is going to be a little unfiltered. This is not going to be the normal meeting you're used to seeing or the normal video. We're all sales managers here, and I really want to just break it down and give you guys what you need to do to go and put some actionable items into place. Mike, okay, from your standpoint, there's no question that these are the most driven managers here on the call. Just the fact that you guys put the 30 minutes aside says a lot. However, we're multitasking. We've got a lot of action every day. I mean, we're in the daily grind every day doing 10 things at once. What do these guys need to do even before even thinking about having any results? What can you suggest that they need to do coming from someone in the car business before even implementing training?
You got it. Okay, guys. So hear me out. I get it. We're all A-type personalities. We live in a tornado. We love the storm. We love customers here, customers there, customers over there, and a full showroom. When there's no one in the store, we kind of don't know what to do with ourselves sometimes, right? So how do we fight through that chaos and get everything that we need to get done in a day? Because there's a lot of things that we need to get done that have nothing to do with the sales staff, F&I, or any other part of the store, just because the boss is banging on our heads. So the key is getting a little organized, okay? And I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm not telling you to go out and buy some fancy organizer or anything like that. Take a piece of paper, just rip, simple yellow line piece of paper. Find 10 minutes when you wake up any morning, 10 minutes before you leave the house, 10 minutes when you get to work. Just simply write down everything you want to accomplish in the day. This is what I got to do today. Write it all down and then slip it right in the jacket pocket. As you go through that, or right in your back pocket. And as you go through the day, you knock off your list. Boom, 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 boom. I'm making progress. I'm knocking things off, but there's going to be things that fall through the cracks, right? There are things that aren't going to happen in a day. We always have that. Oh, I wanted to do this and this, but I never got it done. Guess what? Tomorrow, when you sit down and take those 10 minutes, you copy over everything. You don't miss a thing, okay? Training is one of those things that falls through the cracks in a day, in the chaos. You keep it as a priority right here, right at top. It becomes part of your day every day. Listen, we need to be proactive. This is a proactive training program, and we need to be proactive managers. You don't just sit there staring at the ceiling all day long, waiting for the next up to come in the door. No, you're on your feet. You're on the balls of your feet, bouncing around the showroom, whipping people, getting them moving, because we're proactive. So be proactive about your day. Organize it, set it, know what you need to accomplish, and get it done.
Thank you. You know, when I figured that out, just spending a little bit of time to get organized before going into my day, it made the biggest difference in my life and in my career. So basically what you're saying is get the hell organized, right?
Yeah, get organized and it will drive your day.
Okay. I love it. I love it. And that's something in the car business we tend to forget, right? Because we're on the defense every day. What's going to happen today? What are we going to close today? Today. All right. Awesome. So here's another thing. Before we dive into those 3 critical things that you need, there's another thing that I want to bring up. And this is by far the biggest thing that I hear from you guys. When you call us, things aren't working, you're feeling stuck. This is what I hear. Well, Susan, they're doing the training, they're completing their chapters, but they still suck on the phones. Why do they still suck on it? It's just not working. What can you tell us when you hear that? What's happening at the dealership? What are they missing?
What's happening at the dealership is you're ending up with who's in charge, who's the boss. You know, I used to sit with my desk managers all the time, and I know they're buried. Desk managers have the most on their shoulders of any single person in the dealership. I get that. I heard it. I lived it. I know it. So who's in charge? Let's ask that every time. My desk managers would tell me, hey, Mike, I can't get it done. These guys suck. They don't want to do the training. What am I supposed to do? You're the boss. You're the manager. Alan used to say, who's wagging the dog? Does the tail wag the dog, or is the head leading? Let's lead. Let's move forward. Let's be the head and lead. You have to know this training program. I'm not saying study it every day in and out, but inspect what you inspect. See it. How do you know if your staff knows what they're doing every day, unless you're on top of them and you know the program? Again, you don't have to know it cold, but you got to know it enough. Listen, if my sales team here at Allen Ram, if they went out and started selling, I don't know, any other way than the way Alan has taught us to sell, we're not practicing what we preach. And you need to practice what you preach as a manager, okay? You need to understand that if I'm better, my team is better. What's the first thing any of you learned when you became a salesperson, okay, or a desk manager? The number one thing I learned, the first thing I learned, is your team is going to follow the person who makes them money. Guys, this is about money at the end of the day. It's about families. It's about our livelihood. It's about Christmas presents. It's about all of those things. What car you drive, the watch you have, it doesn't matter. But if you're not leading your team, you are not going to do better. You're not going to make more money than you did last year. Okay. You are going to lose good staff because you're not making them money and you're not earning for them. And the way you get to earn for them, the way you get to have them follow you is be the head of the dog and lead. Okay, check on your team, make sure they understand, run drills in the morning, listen to their phone calls. I know a GM, he requires all his desk managers to listen to 5 calls from their sales staff every week. That's it. 5 calls, 1 salesperson every week. That's it. It's that simple to understand what's going on, to listen. Do you know what's happening on those phone calls? You care about every single word that's spoken by your salespeople on the sales floor. The phone shouldn't be any different. The phone might even be more important because you crush it. I know all of you crush it when you have that customer in front of you, but it's getting that customer through the door that's the biggest stress, that's the biggest worry, and the biggest expense. Okay, so if you were able to find a way to get people through the door and get more people through the door with your boss spending less money, well, maybe that money ends up in your pocket because you've done such a better job. Listen, our success here at Allen Ram is based on your success, and your success is based on using this training program. And I promise you, this being a part of it, inspecting what you expect, knowing that, listen, it's hands up, not hands out. We're not giving things to people. We are getting them to earn it, to work for it. Those are the things that matter. And if you can do that and bring that out in your staff through the programs, through training, I promise you, they are going to make more money, which means you make more money, which means life just becomes better in so many ways. So listen, put in the effort, understand the program, know what you're doing, and practice what you preach.
I love it. Thank you so much. And listen, sometimes I think we wait for someone else to make that big shift for us at the dealership. We can't be there for you. It's all up to you. And you guys will feel the effect of your sales, whether it's good or bad. You guys feel it. So ultimately, make that change. You guys are able to steer that ship. And so I know sometimes we're fighting maybe a bad culture, or maybe some people that are giving you some pushback. We've never really had training traditionally in the car business. So it's up to you to make that change, is what
training's always been there in the dealership. We've always had it. Someone always said you have to train, but people aren't doing it. Okay. And they're not practicing it every single day, day in and out, knowing, because you got to tie it together, guys. Tie the money to the training. The staff will follow.
I love it. Thank you. All right, well, we're going to get into the bulk of the content and what it is that we wanted to provide you today. Now, as I move along the 3 points I'm going to give you, you guys will receive a packet of documents in your email that you're going to use to implement these actionable items. Now, before I get into those 3 things, I wanted to remind you of Allen's 3 tenets. Now, whether it's our training or any other training or any other craft you're looking to master or develop yourself in, you really do need these 3 things to exist if you want to see results. The first one, education. Second, simulation. And the third is education. You need these 3 things to exist in your dealership. Now, the education we provide to you via the online platform, but it's not enough. Allen used to say, just sitting and watching a video expecting to get good is like me plopping down on a couch, putting in a DVD, a workout DVD, watching that DVD and expecting to get 6-pack abs. It's just not going to happen. You need to simulate, you need to practice. And it's that repetitive application of those learned skills that will get your guys to master these word tracks and to have control and maintain it on these phone calls and to not fall off track when someone asks them for a price, okay? That's what's going to make the biggest difference. So you have to simulate, and every professional in every industry does it, military, entertainment, everything. So the third is accountability. Listen, Today, 2021, taking a lead, handling a lead, whether it's a phone lead, a digital lead, is a privilege. It should not be a right. This is your front line that is handling your leads. And there's a price tag on every lead, isn't there? Hey, Dan, how are you? There is a price tag on every lead. And so it is crucial that you have those three things. Now, with that being said, education, simulation, and accountability. Let's talk about the first thing you need to implement. Now, again, I get a lot of complaints from you guys. This guy's not getting it. This guy's not getting it. Add your training process to your onboard process, okay? A lot of you guys are trying to change the culture or assign training to someone who's been there for some months now. They're getting nice and comfortable. They've already handled they're probably burning through leads, right? And they've never been assigned anything, and all of a sudden you're assigning stuff. Now, I know that that's hard, and you guys will get some pushback, but what you need to do is set the expectation from the very start. So who are you hiring? I know some of you are frustrated with the salespeople that you do have. So where are you hiring them from, and who are you hiring? You should be hiring the most motivated people right from the get-go. Your job is not to motivate them once you've hired them. So the very first thing that you're going to receive in your packet, this is really cool. This is an onboarding employee prospecting checklist, hiring the right people. This is a 3-page document we put together. It's awesome. You literally check the box to ensure that you're going through the right steps when you're hiring someone. But I'm going to take it even a step further. In your hiring interview, if you have a candidate in front of you, give them a script. Here, go ahead, Billy Bob, take this script, 15 minutes, however much time you need, go and practice. We'll see you back here shortly. We'll see how you do. I guarantee you're not going to get half of those people coming back. What does that tell you? They probably shouldn't be on your sales team. They probably should not be handling leads. If they can't follow a script, you probably shouldn't hire them. So add the training to your onboarding process. That's the very first thing. Start from the very beginning. If you're just getting started with us, you're golden, right? Get it started from here. But that's going to definitely help you guys upgrade that culture that you have and start creating a really bomb sales team. All right. The second thing, the second point I'm going to give to you guys is have a stinking training plan to follow. A lot of you guys I see, you're just assigning stuff. Hey, you're just telling them to get on the program. Hey, go in the Allen Ram program and just do something, right? That's not going to work. That's not training. So what we've done, and some of you guys might not know this, but we have training plans that you can easily print or even email to your folks, and everyone knows exactly what to follow week in and week out. Now, there are 2 training plans that I would highly recommend for you guys right now. You guys are going to get all of this in your packet as soon as we're done. The first training plan leads your team through the Phone Ups That Show Up course. The Phone Ups That Show Up course is the fundamentals of selling and converting. So this is really fantastic when you guys just start with the program, or also this serves as your new hire process, right? Your new hire training. You hire Billy Bob and this goes into his new hire packet. You give him a login, boom, he starts training so that he's prepared to handle leads. The second training plan that I wanted to show you guys today is your digital reality training plan. This schedule gets you through our brand new digital reality course. Now, I've spoken to many of you guys already, and I know that a lot of you guys are updating your processes to focus more on your digital leads. A lot less folks coming into the dealership, a lot more internet leads coming in. This is going to tie in really, really nicely with what you're trying to integrate right now. The digital reality course takes all of Alan's strategies, all of those strategies we know are very effective, and we've translated them to digital. So this is going to show you the most effective ways to email your prospects. Text, chat, video communication is a huge part of that as well. So again, get your team on a training plan. Now, even better, we will even custom create a training plan for you. If you tell me I want a little bit of this and I want a little bit of that and I want a schedule to give to my team, we'll do that for you. If you want to plan for the rest of the year, we'll even do that for you. So number 2, get your guys on a training plan. The third thing that I'm going to show you, or the third thing that you need, is to know the scripts. Okay, so a lot of you guys on this call are really interested in elevating your sales team, but you might not have trained for a while now. When was the last time you logged in and took a course? So some of you guys might even be too embarrassed to ask us to reset your password, right? We can text me, I'll do it for you, but get on the program and train alongside your team. Your team is only going to do just as much as you do. In fact, they'll do less than you do. So you need to make sure to know the plays even better than they do. Listen, you guys are listening to these guys and watching them day in and day out. You're listening to their convos with other people. You guys need to be coaching and course correcting. And so you need to know the plays. You need to know the strategies. Who on this call can hook the trade for me? Can one of you guys hook the trade for me? I don't know. You guys need to know this stuff. So train alongside your team. Now, just a reminder, we have added the phone script in your chat box. Okay. So if you've got that in there, please print it out. But I'm going to show you one other thing that we're really excited about. Boom. What's this? A workbook. All of our scripts are housed in this beautiful little book. Now you might have the older one, that's okay. This is just an updated version of that. We've got a lot more resources for management in here. We even go through what are your conversion rates? How do you figure that out? Why do you need to pay attention to those numbers? And then all of the scripts are streamlined. So the hook the trade word track is in every single script in here. If you don't have this, order these for your team. We want these to be next to the phones. Your guys should have the tools that they need to handle these phone calls right next to their phone instead of fumbling and scrambling for the 10 times photocopied script that you might be giving them, okay? So make sure to get some updated workbooks for your folks. All right, how we doing on time here? All right, so I want to open this up and show you guys some Fire Phone. Who wants to Fire Phone? Show of hands. Who can I call on? All right, listen, I want to show you guys how this works. Simulating, again, practicing is part of training. And so I want to show you how you can integrate this into your morning huddles, into your meetings in less than 5 minutes. It shouldn't take more than 5 minutes, okay? But you want to weave this into your huddles, and I guarantee it's going to make all the difference for your salespeople, okay? So I'm going to give you guys a few seconds. If you do have your workbook, you want to make sure to open it up to Phone Up a Format, Pre-Owned Specific Ad, okay? I'm going to unmute everyone. Actually, Eric, if you can do me the honors. All right, and if I don't get it,
I don't think you master unmute everybody. Everybody has to unmute themselves.
Let's see if I can do it. No.
Yeah, I think it's at the individual level now.
Well, here, why don't we do this? And listen, this is the hardest part, is getting it started. Once you guys roll into your Fire Phone drills, it's easy stuff and it's fun. And is this going to look pretty all the time? No, it's not. But you need to do this. You need to get started. So we're going to stumble forward here. Okay. And I'm going to ring you. If you are, if you're willing to get picked on, if you can unmute yourself right now. Let's see who the courageous guys are going to be.
It looks like it's going to be the Alan Ram team.
All right. Okay, that's cool. But listen, I want you guys to know that this is what you will be doing with your teams. Oh, we lost somebody. All right. Now, this is interesting. So you guys notice how nervous you might get, right? Don't pick on me. Don't pick on me. This is what your salespeople go through. Okay. But imagine when they take a call. If they can't even handle some drilling, how are they handling your sales calls? Okay, so we need to get past this. All right, so Alan Ram team, you guys with me?
We're with you.
All right, you guys all have your script?
We do.
All right, so we're gonna get through this. I might even pick on our CEO over here. All right, we're going to drill on the pre-owned call. The reason I like drilling on the pre-owned call, because this is probably what most of the country receives, much more so than the new car call. Okay, so did I hear somebody? Josh Velasquez, is that you? All right, okay. So let's see, ring, Eric.
Thank you for calling. This is Eric speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, Eric. I'm looking online. You've got a 2015 4Runner, a used one on your website. Wanted to get some more info on it?
Absolutely. And which 4Runner is that? Is there stock number listed?
Yeah, it's 123456.
Perfect. 123456. Now, the reason I ask is because the vehicles listed online are just a small representation of what we actually have available. We've been selling so many new cars with our new car promotions that we've been taking in plenty of trades, not just 4Runners, but other vehicles like them as well. Now, let me ask you, is there...
All right, Michael Renault.
Hey, what year range were you considering? Would you also consider a newer car as well, as if it fit in your budget?
If it fit in my budget, yeah, of course.
Cool, awesome. Hey, aside from 4Runners, are there any other models you'd consider meet your requirements?
Yeah, I'm looking for an older, an SUV,
Okay.
economical SUV just to drive around town.
All right, awesome. And you don't need to buy this today, do you?
I do not, Shelly Ram.
Great. Let me do this for you. I'm going to check not only what we have available now in 4Runners, but also what we have incoming. It shouldn't take me very long at all. What's your cell phone number?
818-326-3416.
All right, 3416. And your first name?
Susan?
Susan. And your last name?
Gaitan.
Great. Can you just hold on for a minute?
Yeah, of course. Now, GA, take me off a hold.
30 seconds.
All right, well, hey, Susan, thanks a lot for holding. I just checked. We have a great availability on 4Runners and some other SUVs right now. You know what? Your biggest challenge is going to be not just finding a vehicle, it's going to be narrowing it down to just one. All right, by the way, are you currently a 4Runner owner yourself?
No, I don't have a 4Runner, no.
All right. So what are you currently driving right now?
I've got an old Nissan Sentra.
Okay. Is that the vehicle you consider trading in?
Yeah, I'm kind of going back and forth. I might sell it personally.
All right. Just tell me a little bit about it. If you would. What model is it?
Yeah, so it's a Nissan Sentra. It's a 2010.
2010.
2010. It's got about 160,000 miles on it, but it's in great shape.
Good deal. So great shape. Give it overall condition. Tell me about it. Paint good, seats. Leather.
Just a couple of nicks and scratches here and there, but no accidents, thank God. So, I mean, for being a 2010, I think it's in good shape.
Well, that's awesome. You know what? Your car sounds like may be a great transition car for us. Here's what I mean by that. We get a lot of people coming in here looking for new cars, obviously, but not all of them can afford a brand new car. Many of them end up looking for something like this, like what you have, a car that's a few years old, got a few more miles on it, but they can get into it much more affordably. What we tend to call this more of a transition vehicle. We just have a great demand for cars like this. And for the reason our appraisers, they tend to pay more for them and sometimes paid a lot more. When was the last time you had your car appraised?
I actually haven't, Eric.
You've never had that appraised, huh? Well, here, look at whether you buy a car from us or not, and I absolutely hope that you do. But even if you don't, absolutely bring that in and give my appraiser an opportunity to look at it. Because if he does and he likes it, we'll cut you a check right then and there, and you can spend that anywhere. So let me ask you, when would be a good time for us to get together? Matter of fact, what are you doing right now?
Actually, I'm off in about 30 minutes. I can swing by.
Okay, perfect. So we're looking at about 12 o'clock in about 30 minutes. Okay, perfect. I'm going to add you to my calendar for about 12 o'clock. If for some reason you're running a little bit early, a little bit late, would you mind giving me a quick buzz and I can update my schedule?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Perfect. Why don't you go ahead and take down my name?
Got it.
My name is Eric.
Okay.
Last name is Dolence.
All right.
And then just like I said, give me a call if you're running a little bit late or getting a little bit early. I'm actually going to go ahead and go to our offsite lot before the apartment and bring up a few wet vehicles that I think could be exactly what you're looking for. Again, I know we're looking at 4Runners, but maybe some other economical SUVs like that. I'm going to go ahead and get some of them clean, make sure they have gas. So you can go ahead and test drive them when you get here. What's a good email address for you?
SusanGaitan@gmail.com. All right. Round of applause for the Allen Ram team. Nice. All right. Next one, we definitely will be picking on you guys. But listen, how long did that take? 5 minutes?
I think
But
3.
here's probably, yeah, I mean, I forgot to set my timer, but usually it should take less than 5. But the objective is to just pick on people randomly. Now, even though you guys knew I wasn't going to pick on you, you were probably dreading the thought of me doing so, right? That's why all of the cameras went off all of a sudden. But listen, same thing's going to happen with your team. You're going to wake them up, and even if you don't call on them, everyone's going to be alert and ready to take phone leads. I'm going to pass this back to Michael for him to close this out for us.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone. Listen, we promised you a half hour and we're spot on with a half hour. I want to thank you all so much for taking your time today. I understand how important your time is. So any minute is precious and important to us. I just want to leave you with one thought and then tell you about our next meeting. Listen, one thing to remember, every accomplishment starts with a decision to try. Remember that. Just try, just go out there and do it. You'll accomplish it. I promise you. All right. So next month, February 18th, we're going to be right back here. Same bat time, same bat channel. Okay. We're going to be talking about how to build a culture of CBD. Not sure which CBD we'll talk about, but we'll find out. We'll see you all next month. Thank you so much for being a part of this. And I hope you all got the 2 things you needed out of it.
And listen, we're going to send you our cell phone number so you guys can reach us if you need any support at all. You're
please.
feeling stuck. We'll have our cell phone
Feel
numbers
free to
on there.
call me anytime. My cell phone number, I'm going to put it in the chat right now. You call me anytime you want. I am here. I'm available. Coaching, training, bouncing off ideas, whatever it is.
Thanks, guys. We're going to stay here for another 5 minutes just in case anyone has any questions or wants to chat with other people in the country. All right. Thanks, guys. Woo-hoo.
Well done.
Good job. We'll see you next month. Good job, Allen Ram team.
MVP.
Thank you, everybody.
Woohoo! And I didn't even have to start it over. Got a lot of people on there. All right, Ricky. Ricky was with us. We've got people from everywhere. We've got people from Georgia, people from Texas, Albuquerque, I believe, Minnesota, Arkansas, Puerto Rico in the house. Love it. We'll see you guys next time.
Thank you, guys. Great job.
I'll stay here for a couple minutes just in case.
Okay.
Is that you, Josh Velasquez?
No, it's Margie. Margie from El Paso. I'm on Lisa.
All right. How are you?
Good, good.
Good. I can't see anyone on here. I think everyone's got
No,
their-
it wasn't viewing. I was not. I opened up the camera, but you can't see anything.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh, wow.
I know,
I was like, no, we're not live, but we are.
That's okay. Listen, I feel like a teacher in 2021, right? A distance learning teacher, because everyone's got their cameras on.
I know. Turn your cameras on.
I know, but that's okay. Hopefully next time we get to see some of your pretty faces. All right. Awesome job. All right. Faz, Zach, Joseph, Daniel Laney. Dan, congratulations. Dan just got engaged. I don't know if you
Awesome.
I don't know if you can hear me, Dan. All right. Good stuff. All right. I think we're good. If you're still on here, you should see an email really soon with all those documents we promised you. I will bid you guys adieu. Mike, thank you so much. We'll see you
Thank
guys
you.
all
Thank you,
next
everybody.
month to learn more about CBD. Bye, guys.
See ya.